Hello and welcome to GMAT Golf. Thank you for tuning in for another episode of A Golfer's Ramblings, where today we are going to be talking about my 2020 golf goals. I was probably going to put this out a little bit earlier, but I've sort of changed a few of the goals from what I originally put out on Twitter towards the very start of the year. A few things have changed a little bit just because I've actually played golf now since that went out. And yeah, there's different things that I need to work on from what I initially thought. It's changed a little bit, and I'm not going to, obviously on my original one I put about my YouTube goals. I'm going to do a separate video for my goals on how I want the channel to progress. This is purely about my golf goals that I'm going to talk about today. So obviously I had a pretty good 2019 season. Jump over to my 2019 season review and you'll see just how well. But yeah, it was a good year. So I'm just going to systematically go down the list that I've wrote. So first one, naturally for me, I originally started the channel to document my journey back to golf and getting back to category 1. And the first part was get to single figures, which I've now done. So obviously now we're chasing category 1. So for this year, I want to reduce my handicap from 8 down to 6. So, wow, 6.4. So yeah, 6. Currently sat at 7.9. It's just about, well, it's a shot and a half, which I think is absolutely achievable. Obviously, other things that I'm working on through the back of golf lessons and goals that I'm going to be setting or have set will definitely help hit that goal. I want this by the end of the season. If it comes sooner, absolutely fantastic, and then we can move on to the next. So obviously, with the handicap, it is a sliding scale. If I hit it sooner, naturally, I'm going to set this. I'm going to double goal it for the year. But obviously, ultimately, end of the season, I want to get down to 6.4. So yeah, nearing in on category 1. So I'll be documenting that in my Chasing Cat 1 series. Name may change. I'm not too sure on that yet, but that will come in the YouTube video. So on a goal I'm sort of building on from last year is my competition. So I split last year's goals into majors and minors. In fact, I didn't. I set 5 goals. I can't remember what it was. Jump back to the previous video, but this year I win 8 major competitions, 8 competitions, one of which to be a major. I won a major last year, but literally left it to the last major of the season. Now, potentially moving golf clubs, potentially not. That's still up in the air. If I stay at my golf club, there's absolutely no reason why I can't win another major and 8 competitions. 8 competitions are home and away, so realistically I should achieve that. I play enough golf and I play enough good golf to win that. As I say, a little bit disappointing that I didn't win more last year, considering how well I played. So absolutely, that goal's 100% achievable for me, and what I've got coming forward. The goal carried over from last year was my putting stat. You know, I aimed for 30 putts per round. I think I finished on 33 and a bit, nearly 34. So some massive work there, but I had a putting lesson recently, and my actual stroke, my posture, my setup, my strike, everything is really good and positive, producing good numbers. Things that's wrong for me is for my stroke, I'm using a toe flow putter, toe balance putter, however you want to put it. I should be using a face balance putter. So that's actually affecting my putts. So if you actually watch my putts, my bad putt's a bit of a pull, or it looks like a pull, and it's because the actual putter itself is it's closing its face at impact, or tends to be if I'm not holding it off. So yeah, I think change the putter to a face balance, and obviously that stat becomes a lot easier to achieve. Also, I know I've got a lot of work to put in because I have lost a lot of touch. I feel like I've lost a lot of touch. Towards the back end of the season, I was struggling with my putting. Now, while I say I'm probably going to change my putter, yes, I probably am. Strong likelihood is I will, but I'll be changing it for the same putter but a face balance one. So I'm not going to be changing from a Spider Tour to a Scotty Cameron or an Odyssey. The likelihood is I'll get exactly the same Spider Tour, but a face balance one, because I love the way it feels, I love the way it performs. But if it's the right putter for me, I know it's going to perform even better. So I think that's absolutely a win-win. Obviously I need to practice my putting more as well. When I was putting well in the middle of the season, I was probably doing 4 hours a week across several days, but about 4 or 5 hours a week, solid putting practice, drills and drills. You can see some of the drills that I put on, that I use, that have previously been put on the channel. But that's really where I need to get back to, because I'm not practicing enough, either inside or outside. Obviously the weather's been shocking recently, so obviously I haven't been able to practice outside. I've got to put out, there's no reason why I shouldn't be practicing. I'm just not being lazy. So I need to incorporate a lot more putting practice to obviously to work that goal through as well. Now, next goal for me, it's one that I've never really thought of, but the amount of golf I'm playing, I want to play 10 new courses this year. Now, myself, Golf Nuts and the Tattooed Golfer, as a collective, the Shankers, we've got a bit of a partnership with the Finch Golf Tour. We play in their events each month, at least one a month, which is a fantastically organised event. Seriously, well worth looking at. I'll put the link below, have a look. Some great courses they play, predominantly in the northwest. Well, it's all in the northwest really. So if you're from that neck of the woods, well worth looking at playing their games. But yeah, so obviously with the partnership that I have with them, there's no reason why I shouldn't be playing 10 new courses this year, along with my normal away days that I'll play with the lads anyway. So, but I want to get some really nice courses. I know Mark Higgins down south, he wants me to go and play Little Parkston with him, which is definitely on the bucket list. So I definitely want to get that done this year, Mark, when the weather's a little bit better and it's not blowing a gale, because I know how tough it is in the wind down there. So yeah, that's definitely on the to-do list. So 10 new courses for 2020, and my greens in regulation last year was in the 70%. My first, and I won't stop tracking stats after my last major. It's just something that I do. So when I'm tracking stats, I want my stats to be season related, my actual competitive season related. I played a couple of rounds of golf this year, where whatever reason I've tracked the stats. One was because it was a new course, and I think maybe because I hadn't played for a while and I just wanted to see where I am. I'm currently at 50% greens in regulation, so it's over a 20% reduction to what I was. So from 130 yards in, I need to be working on my game, and literally I need to be throwing darts, which is obviously going to help the handicap reduction. You know, I'm decent off the tee, my long irons are decent, my mid to short irons are good, but sort of 9 iron down, I seem to be struggling finding the target for some strange reason. I don't know what it is. I've got some work to do on my swing, I know that, but yeah, there's going to be a lot of drills going in regarding accuracy from sort of 130 in. Because if I can dial that in, absolutely no reason why I can't be dropping that handicap lower than 6.4. Because ultimately that's the goal. I want to get down to 4 overall goal, if not lower. But 4's my long-term goal for now. Obviously 6.4 short-term goal. Now, like I say, if I can get that putting down to 30 putts around, and I can really dial that accuracy from 130, absolutely achievable, absolutely. So my final goal, something I sort of lost sight of a little bit last year, because I was so focused on winning, and I want to have a lot more fun this year. You know, you've seen when I play with, as I say, Lee and Owen, the Tattooed Golfer and Golf Nuts, that I do have fun, I enjoy my golf, and I need to get back to having that enjoyment, because again, if I'm enjoying my golf, I tend to be playing better. So 100% want to have fun, a lot more fun, and hopefully by me having more fun, you'll see that and engage more. rather than me being miserable. So yeah, that's my 2020 goals. Relatively straightforward, relatively simple, all 100% achievable in my eyes. Yes, I've got to put a bit of work in some areas, but anything that's worth having is worth working for. So I'm absolutely going to put the time in on the putting green. I'm absolutely going to put time in on the range in the practice area, dialing that 130 yards in. So yeah, that's my 2020 goals. Hopefully I achieve them sooner rather than later, but I will keep you guys posted. I might do a 6-month review, so I might come and chat to you again in June, see where we're at. And then after that, it'll be the end of the year again as a season wrap up. Unless anything changes dramatically, like if I hit the handicap in a couple of weeks, I'll obviously change that and let you know. But until then, I will see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already subscribed, please hit that little red button. And also, if you click the bell notification, you'll get notified of when I've got my videos coming out as well. Thank you so much, guys, and I will see you soon.